What's going on, YouTube? The Best 1A here again. Got a little another snowy day. January 25th, 2014, 25th day of the new year. And we still got some nice snow. What can you say, right? You know. So taking a nice slow ride to work. Would be nice to be riding, but unfortunately not. So we gotta film Chronicles any which way that we possibly can, right? Yeah, we gotta have some fun. Yeah, so yeah, here we are, snow again. Remember my last video? I was in the Bronx, in the city, talking about driving in the snow, or was driving in the snow. Whew. Yeah, that was interesting. And here I am again. You know, most likely much like everybody else, kind of looking forward to that that springtime, that summer heat. You know, would definitely be nice. Been watching a lot of you guys' videos, man. You guys are posting us some great stuff, some great entertaining videos. And you know, it's really fun and appreciate watching it. And I hope you guys really do keep on posting. You know, you got to keep the energy going, keep it flowing. And I've been looking at a few bikes that have come out, and a few bikes that I've been finding interesting. And I've been thinking a lot about future bikes that I might want to get. And you know, I was looking at some of you know that we are talking to personally would know, was looking at that KTM 1125, the adventure bike. You know, that's one of them. Awesome bike. Sat on it at the motorcycle show. Just the sheer mass of it was amazing. Along with that BMW GS 1200, I believe it's called, if I'm not mistaken. Just amazing sheer mass. Sat on the F6R at the motorcycle show. That's another bike that I really like. Which is on the other side of the spectrum, which is basically touring. And that is something that I definitely would love to do. You know, take runs from like New York to VA, New York to Boston, New York to Florida, you name it. I'll friggin' ride there. You know, get a babysitter, let my dad watch the kids, and me and wifey would take off, man. That's it. Call it a day. We're out of here. I'll see you later. I'm going to the heat, going to the beach, going to swim. Yeah, so yeah, that Goldwing F6B, man, it's looking like a really nice bike. I mean, aside from missing cruise control, you know, which is, I guess if I'm spending 19 grand, I really would like to have cruise control. You know, 19 grand, man, that shit's more expensive than my Civic I bought brand new in 08. Anyway, a few thoughts for the Chronicles. I don't know if I'm gonna add any more video to this, but if I do, I guess you'll end up seeing it. And yeah, thanks for viewing my Chronicles. I definitely appreciate it. It's gonna be in the playlist of Chronicles and where the other videos are, and it'll just you know, just random thoughts, you know, just random thoughts. Filming again with this Kodak ZX5, my best friend. All right, the best 1A out. I'll see you later. Hey guys, the best 1A here again. Here we go. I got another addition to the Chronicles. Actually, this will just get pasted right on there, and it's, you know, basically you can see right now the weather condition is it's not horrible, but it's snowing, and you know, on my van, my tires on it were like really worn, and you know, it was early coming into January. I made it through December without any snow, and I know I needed tires on it. And you know, we got some snow the end of December, and I told my wife, I said, listen, you're not going anywhere. I said, you're not going anywhere with the van, plain and simple, because I know that it needs tires. So I said, you know, just so you're staying home. You're not going anywhere. And you know what, I tell you, one day I said, you know what, forget this. I said, I'm gonna take the car over to Mavis, and I'm just gonna get 4 tires put on. Like, you know, it might cost me a little bit extra than what it usually would cost me by the method that I usually would use, which is to go to Discount Tire Rack or TireRack.com, whichever one of the two. Order a set of tires. Usually will come up to about $350, $360, somewhere around there, and then have them mounted and balanced at a local tire place, which is probably about 40 or 50 bucks overall. I'm probably spending about 420, 430. What's this guy doing? Well, at least you got the runoff. Anyway, yeah, so usually I'll spend about that, but with Mavis, and then I got the insurance or whatever, all of that crap, I paid about, all together it came out to about $5. But you know what, it's the peace of mind and it's the safety. I mean, if you want to be safe, especially if your family's riding in a car, you know, if you know your vehicle needs anything, if it needs tires or needs an alignment, you know, try and find the time to do it, find the time to get those things done, especially with your motorcycle. You know, if you know, say you need wheel bearings or you need new tires, you know, don't try and stretch it. If you know your tires are worn and they need to be replaced, just you know, take the time and get it changed. This guy's driving like an asshat. Of course, you know, if you need to do any necessary repairs to your motorcycle or your car, I would say take the time to do it. A lot of people oversee these little things, especially with motorcycles, and you know, they don't want to try and get the best tire compound or you know, little things like that, which can actually be a big help. You know, I mean, you're on 2 wheels, your contact patch is probably no bigger than $1, you know, and you know, we're putting our lives on that contact patch when we're cornering, when we're leaning. Even if you're not leaning much, but leaning period, your contact patch starts to get smaller. The more air you have in your tire, that contact patch gets smaller, and you know, our lives depend on that, and you should definitely want to have the best tire on there. I mean, if your tire starts to wear down, do what you gotta do, replace it, you know. But anyhow, you know, just, I don't know, just in addition to my previous Chronicles, talking about some future bikes that I do like and am considering at some point in time when money is available. You know, it's just safety. You know, we all have to keep ourselves safe. We have to do the things and find methods and ways to keep ourselves and our families safe. So yeah, I don't know, just that's just in addition to that Chronicle there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. All right, I gotta finish driving. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.